Okay, thank you. I would like to start with my comments with the so far so good. So far, the flames of war have not reached Asia, but this
Right.
may not last long. So I'm very seriously worried about how the war going to impact Asia Pacific region. So as you already know, the it has already taken first casualty. The government in Pakistan has collapsed. Why? Because army was not happy with the with the prime minister's foreign policy towards Ukraine war. He went to Russia to meet Putin the day the day he attacked Ukraine. But army didn't like it, because army has very close relationship with USA. So uh, this kind of a situation can happen in any country. Uh, Division can come within the ruling elite in India, in Pakistan, in other country. What should we do? Whether we should go with Pakistan, whether we should go with Russia, whether we should go with the best country. So what happened in Pakistan today or yesterday can happen in almost every country, because this issue, what should we do and what should not we do, is very critical and not easy answer. So government in Pakistan has collapsed because army was not happy with the policy response from the Imran Khan government. So this kind of so we can look for a serious instability in the region, because even India, so far we are lucky. So far we are lucky that we have managed to keep both sides happy. So a lot of prime ministers, a lot of foreign ministers are visiting India and trying to win over India to their side. So Indian foreign minister, Indian prime minister is happy that they are getting attention. But I seriously doubt that this policy of double friendship can work for long. So we have to we're heading towards a very serious situation when we have to take a decision. We have to make a call. What should we do? So again, so like what happened in Pakistan can happen in India, because this is not a very serious question. This is a very serious question. What should we do? Because many countries, India has a very strong relationship with the USA, with the West European country, because we are democracy, we have fundamental values. But there's simply no way we can dump Russia. So as the war intensify, as the war prolong, and more countries, USA and European countries, try to push hard to make a call, and Mr. Putin start making more push to make a call, we will be in very, very difficult situation. So I'm very, very seriously worried about my country. Same is with the case of Korea. As South Korea is have new president of South Korea have decided to uh, align with the USA, with the president Biden. So, but it's not easy choice. It's not easy choice. Uh, once uh, once new president take over and they start affecting some policy changes in the foreign policy, then you will see China will react very angrily. And it is not easy for South Korea to face Chinese pressure. So again, I feel same kind of political division can come in South Korea also. So South Korean elite can also be divided. What should we do? Should we go full throttle with USA, or should we have a strategic ambiguity towards China? Again, so same situation can happen in South Korea also. So like India, we will be like India, South Korea will be very, very difficult situation in coming years. So, and I'm expecting that uh, it's not easy choices. There's no easy solution. South Korean president, as a political election campaign, can say anything, but actually dumping or moving away from China is very, very difficult for South Korea at this stage. So I expect, and especially we have to worry about North Korea. Now North Korea has a very serious nuclear weapon system in the deposits. So I feel that given the situation, given the situation in the region, I think North Korea is going to push more and more hard uh, towards South Korea. So South Korea will be they are already talking about nuclear war as a first case of retaliation. We're not talking, they say we can use a nuclear weapon as a weapon of retaliation. So this kind of threats, this kind of bar mongering will more and more increase, and it can have multiple impact in the region. So I personally fear that so far South Korea or Asia Pacific have managed to avoid the flames of war. But if the war prolongs, it will become very, very difficult for keep this kind of stability, this kind of peace in the region. So when we have time, now we have time, we should start thinking, what should we do now? So how can we maintain peace? How can we persuade China not to push hard? How can we persuade North Korea not to push too much nuclear weapon missiles test in the region? And how can we stop Japan not to go more nationalistic, not to get more and more aggressive, and this kind of situation is not easy. So far, we are not feeling the pressure. But people like me who are studying this issue very seriously and very closely, we are seriously concerned. How long we can maintain peace? How long the situation can remain stable? And how long we can keep our prosperity growth going? So it's going to have a multiple impact. That was the central purpose of today's discussion. And many scholars in Asia Pacific just focusing on why what happened, but what the wrong Russia is doing on Ukrainian people. So
Right.
of course, this is a human tragedy. Of course, this is a serious situation. We must stop the violence against innocent people, but we have to worry about ourselves also. How can we save our own skin? Because this situation is not, as Professor Petrov said, this is not going to end so soon. Only solution, according to him, is that until Mr. Putin is removed from power, either by death or by political action. But that's not easy. It's best easy said than actually done. So it means actually Professor Petrov is accepting the reality that the bar may go long for long, because removing him from power is not practically possible. So he accepting the reality that we are in this situation for a long time. If this bar prolongs, Asia will be seriously affected. So our job in Korea, in India, in Pakistan, to make sure that our own political elite, our own political class remain united. Like what happened in Pakistan, but what is going to happen in South Korea, what is happening in India, other countries will happen everywhere. Everywhere will be elite will be divided. What should we do? Whether should we go Western country, but should we go to China? Because China is very important now. China is not an easy country. When the World War ended, both Russia and China was very undeveloped country. So it was easy to accept. American dominance. But now both Russia and China are very active players in the region. So it's not easy to go back to the USA-led order in the region, because now this region has collapsed. This order has collapsed or going to collapse. Is collapsing now. It's very, very difficult to restore it. So new institutions we have to maintain. We have to build new institutions. We have to build a new mechanism to maintain peace, and we have to format new rules for economic trade, for economic prosperity. US-led order is in the last days. So China and Russia will push very hard to give the last kick to destroy US dominance. But we people are benefiting from US-led order, like Russia, like South Korea, India, Japan, and Singapore. We have benefited, we have prospered because of USA. We cannot afford to lose the US-led order in the region. So how to maintain US-led order in the region? How to maintain now? That is our concern. So my friends, you have to start taking. So far, so good. We was able to maintain peace, but as the bar prolonged, bar is coming, or instability is coming to the region. That was my comment. Now I would like to thank my all good friends. Everybody came on my very personal request. I want to thank Professor Petrov and Mr. Jaswal and my friend Professor Dong Chun Chen. He also my good friend, and Professor Mr. Arat Kastanian for giving such a deep insight from that region. Because our understanding from that region is very low and very, very thin skin tip. So he brought a very new perspective and gave a very balanced, very, very balanced perspective. So I think he's going to be very constant, regular guest, because we need his insights much more to enrich us, because we have no idea what is happening in the region. So I hope that he will accept our future request also, and he will give us. And last and not least, my friend, this is Mr. Dalveer Singh. He's a professor in Australia. He's also there. I also want to thank him for coming today and giving making his presence felt. And once again, I also want to, Professor Emmanuel, very much thank to you and for giving us such a good leadership today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.